Okay, something we need to go over today is this government optioning Intel stock and why it's being labeled inappropriately. So the president has come out saying, hey, we've bought all this stock in Intel and now America owns Intel. America owns part of Intel. This is in fact not accurate. What happened is the money that was allocated to go to Intel from Biden's CHIPS Act has, instead of being provided as grants or subsidies, has now been used to option stock out of Intel. And this stock specifically is non-voting, non-controlling, meaning we have $10 billion or nearly $10 billion of Intel stock, but we have no say as the American public or as the government. We have no say in how Intel operates, what decisions they make, so on and so forth. They included an additional clause that says if the foundry aspect of Intel, where they manufacture the chips, falls to less than 51%, less than majority ownership, that we option in another 5%. So what this has the effect of is, A, it doesn't give us the control mechanism that people might think. So America doesn't actually control anything. The options just aren't there. The stock can't be converted, flipped. The interest is that there's no way to change it into a controlling interest or a seat at the board or a special veto vote. Nothing. We have nothing. And by tying that value into Intel's valuation, what this has basically done is said that $9.9 billion that was originally going to be grants and subsidies, basically things that could be recouped later, are now locked. The liquidity of it is locked. And given Intel's history over the last, 10, 15 years, we're not looking at a stock option that returns a lot of value to the investors. Right now, if the Treasury Department were to sell those stock options, we might make maybe between 35 and 38 cents on the dollar. So we're not talking a massive amount of money. Additionally, when they announced that the United States had stock in Intel's stock price dropped. I think it was by 3 or 4%, but it dropped just at the suggestion of government interference with private business. So this doesn't work in free capital systems. This doesn't work in fiscally responsible way. It ties these tax dollars into the stability of a company who has been historically trending downward. It's slow, it's gradual, but it's downward. I hope this provides some clarity. If you have comments or questions, please leave them below. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.